Hello, everybody, I'm Jesse Waters, along with Juan Williams, Greg Gutfeld, Shannon Bream and Kennedy. It's 5 o'clock in New York City. And this is the 5. Huge day of news from the White House. President Trump set to hold another coronavirus briefing minutes from now. And earlier today, the president taking action to address surging violence and chaos in cities. It comes as 15 people were injured in a drive-by shooting in Chicago. The city's mayor now finally willing to accept help from President Trump. While murders surged by 50% from last year, the president announcing he is authorizing federal agents already working in U.S. cities to help local police fight crime. This bloodshed must end, this bloodshed will end. No mother should ever have to cradle her dead child in her arms simply because politicians refuse to do what is necessary to secure their neighborhood and to secure their city. Murderers and violent criminals are breaking a wide range of federal laws. We have that. It's as wide as it can be. We will find them, arrest them and prosecute them. They will be in jail for many years to come. And in Portland, protesters continuing to clash with federal agents. The Department of Homeland Security says it will not retreat, while Democrats, like Nancy Pelosi, compare them to Nazi stormtroopers. The Trump administration hitting back. Take a look. I'm disgusted, Griff. Look, so for this year, CBP, just CBP alone, we've lost 10 personnel, 10 in the line of duty. And for her to refer to those men and women as stormtroopers, that is it. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just reckless and it's untrue. All right, Shannon, the language that liberals are using to describe federal law enforcement official is absolutely disgraceful. They're there to just arrest Dan Arcus, protect federal property, stop illegal gun trafficking. And now they're compared to Nazis. Just disgusting. Yeah, and they're super frustrated. These are people who are out on the front lines trying to protect and save lives. You have Congressman Bobby Rush, who is a Democrat from Illinois, where they have massive problems. This is actually what he said today, that the president wants to instigate a race war. Quote, he wants to have black folks fighting white folks so he can rise up and say, I'm the real Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, and I'm the president, re-elect me. I mean, these accusations are incredible. And when this thing is politicized, it gets away from the people like the ones we saw today at the White House with the president, who are family members of these victims. The mother of legend Tel Farrow, absolutely heartbreaking. And I think when Americans see her and hear her story, it's tough to watch that without getting choked up. And think about this 4-year-old who describes, he fought back against open heart surgery when he was 4 months old. You saw the man talking about his wife, Jackie, who was ambushed and killed in Albuquerque. I mean, it's got to be personal. And I think the president, the White House, were smart to have those folks out there, because if you're watching that, regardless of what party, no party, whoever you are, your heart has to break for these situations. And it shouldn't be turning into a situation where we're demonizing federal agents, and we're accusing people of being Nazis, or wanting to instigate a race war. Juan, I know you do not agree with that kind of language used against American law enforcement officials. Well, in this case, Jesse, I think this is a pure political play. Trump is trying to change the conversation. No one run from his to you of the current no girl. It's the line that you went on and on, Jesse. You went on and on. Can I speak for a second? What we've got here is Trump. I'm answering the question. I'm telling you, this president is trying to change the conversation away from his failed handling of the coronavirus. All right. And I'm telling you, this is the same tactic he used before 2018, when he was telling people that a threatening caravan, was coming across on the Mexican border. And that was the real problem. No, I'm not dodging. I'm answering. And maybe you don't want to hear it, but I want to hear you say you disagree with them. Nazis, well, no. Let me just. I don't agree with anybody calling anybody a Nazi. But I'm going to tell you what Republicans have to say about this, Jesse, because I think you need to hear it. The conservative New York Post editorial page today said, Mr. Trump, don't send any troops into New York City. Tom Ridge, Michael Chertoff, Republicans, former heads of Department of Homeland said they're not troops. What S said today is this is inappropriate behavior. This is former heads, Republicans, Department of Homeland Security,